This is Emilio.
Hi, Emilio. My name is Del McCardle.
Uh-huh.
I was calling in regards to the unwarranted seizing of kids.
The what? I'm sorry?
Unwarranted, without the warrant, seizing,
Uh-huh.
like removals of children.
Okay. Who specifically? Is there a specific case
Um,
you need to speak about? 'Cause I'm not the person you need to talk to. I just want to get you to the right person, so
sure,
get some information.
sure. No specific case, just the systemic problem of not having any policy for obtaining a warrant.
Okay. So do you want to try somebody in the policy office?
So a couple of people have told me you would be the person to talk to about this. Can you tell me what you do at DCS, or?
Yeah, I'm an audit manager.
Awesome. So what do you audit?
Well, what I do is I work with external audit agencies that come in and perform audits of our department. So there's various external entities that perform audits at the state level and federal level.
Right. Okay. And then when you say you work with them, like you give them the information they're requesting, or do you do any sort of auditing yourself?
Yeah, no, I personally don't do the audits. It's just the coordination of the information and the data that they need.
Gotcha. So are you aware that you guys never obtain a warrant when you're seizing kids?
Yeah, I mean, there's laws and statutes that don't require us to have a warrant to remove children from the home.
Laws and statutes.
Yes.
Okay.
Have you researched any of the statutes around Department of Child Safety?
Yeah, I've read all of it.
Mm-hmm.
So here's what happened in my perception. If you'd be curious to hear what I think's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So there's statute that says caseworkers can remove children from danger. So above the state statute, we have the Constitution, and we have the Bill of Rights, and we have the Fourth Amendment. That applies to children, right? The Fourth Amendment.
Mm-hmm.
So they're supposed to be secure from unwarranted seizures. Now, if there's what's called a true exigency, a caseworker, a cop, even me as a civilian, I could seize a child and bring that child into safety. What's happened at DCS, and I think you should know this as the Auditor General, is you guys have put out policy that's really confused caseworkers and made them think they're within their legal right to seize kids really whenever they want. And so how that's happened is through what's called impending danger. Are you familiar with Greg Mckay or DCS's impending danger?
Yep.
So would you consider impending danger synonymous with an exigency?
Well, I mean, I'm not, prepared to discuss this with you.
Sure.
So I want to make sure I get you the right person to discuss this with. So do you want to talk to somebody in policy? Do you want to talk to, our family advocate office, our ombudsman's office? Because they're the people you probably need to speak to, not me, because I don't feel comfortable speaking for the department.
Okay, well, I'd like you to investigate this, and I've tried to speak to the policy unit, and I've spoken to the ombudsman, both the ombudsman within DCS and Dennis Wells, the state ombudsman. But there seems to be an issue where everybody wants to pass the buck around and say, oh, yeah, that's a problem, but that's not my problem. And from what I can deduce, you're the person who audits DCS. So this is a problem I'd like for you to audit.
Right. Well, I mean, I can't just go out and do this. I mean, I need to have some direction from above me here. So what I need to do is refer you to the director's office and to speak to somebody there.
Emilio, with all due respect, they don't return my phone calls.
Okay. Well,
Can I ask did Greg Mckay appoint you?
No, I'm not appointed.
Okay. So how'd you get this job, if you don't mind me asking?
I've been with the state of Arizona for several years, and I applied for the position.
Okay, but not selected by Greg Mckay.
No.
Okay. And do you have the freedom to audit things? If you see a problem, can you investigate it, or?
Well, I can't. I mean, it has to be approved by administration.
Is that Greg or somebody lower?
Yes.
Okay. So he told me he was meeting with the courts about this issue some time ago, and then he never followed up to say what the resolution was or what the plan is. Would it be okay if I just left off with you and you contact him and see if you're allowed to look into the unwarranted seizing issue?
Well, I can certainly forward your information. Let me get your name and your phone number.
It's Del.
Okay, what's your name?
Del. It's Del. And then my last name is McCardle. Spelling on the last name is MC, capital ARDLE. And then you can call me anytime. My cell phone is.
Your phone number?
Yep, it's 602 446 1800.
602-446-1800.
Yep.
And do you have an email address?
Certainly, you can email me anytime as well, and that's Del, DEL, P as in Patrick, M as in Mike, C as in Charlie, A as in Apple, @gmail.com.
And you said, I just want to get this down, you said that you had a discussion, you personally had a discussion with Greg Mckay?
No, I don't know if I would characterize it as me personally having a discussion. We corresponded over email. I mean, I guess it's an individual discussion, but yeah, over email. He said,
email correspondence.
Yep.
And it was about removal of children.
Yeah, the warrant issue, specifically seizing kids without the warrant for impending danger when there isn't a true exigency. So I don't think you guys should be seizing kids from school or church or anywhere where there's not real danger without a warrant. And I think that's really hard to do when you guys aren't putting out policy for how caseworkers can obtain a warrant.
Last communication you had from him was that he was going to get back to you, or he was going to follow up?
I think I think his police-like terminology was to stand by, that he was meeting with the courts, but to stand by.
Okay.
I mean, so he...
With the courts, you said?
Right, yeah. So he knows there's an issue. It's just if he's going to tell you you can't investigate it. But I mean, I think it needs to be audited because we're breaking the law, the civil rights. We're just violating that on so many cases. Do you read case law at all? Have you seen like the Ninth Circuit, like anything having to do with removals, or is that something you consider when you're auditing?
Yeah, I mean, when there's an audit, I mean, look at all the authoritative sources and you look at that for an audit, absolutely.
Okay. Would I be able to send you some of that information, or would you prefer to source it yourself?
Yeah, I prefer to source it myself, but I'm not saying that we're going to do this audit. I'm just forwarding on your recommendation and go from there.
Well, if Greg says no, you won't do the audit, but if Greg says yes, you don't have any objections to doing the audit.
Well, I'm not going to discuss this with you. I'm going to share your information and go from there.
Okay. It just sounds like you don't want to do it. Like, you know there's a problem, but you're not thinking you're going to investigate it.
I don't know who you are, one, and I don't just, I need to have some more information and background behind this to say I absolutely am going to do this.
I understand. I'm just a citizen, just so you know.
I'm sorry?
I'm just a citizen. I had a kid seized by DCS. My case has already been dismissed. It was a bad seizure, but that's not what I'm just talking about the issue in general, and I'm not an attorney or anything. I'm just a citizen.
Okay. All right. So forward your request, forward your information, and that's all I can do right now.
Okay. How soon would be too soon to follow up on this, or when should I hear back from you?
Well, I don't know that you're going to hear back from me. You'll probably hear back from the director's office on this. And I don't know what the time frame would be, so I need to contact the director's office and share this information.
Okay. All right, I understand. I guess I'll follow up if I don't hear back by, it's Thursday. Would Monday be okay?
Yeah, that's fine. I don't know that I'm going to have any information for you by then, but you can follow up. But I'm not going to be having discussions with you along the way to say this is what we're going to do. Like that's not my place to have these discussions with the community. So
Sure. All I want to know is the audit is underway. That's the only update I need from you, and then I'll be out of your hair forever.
Right. Well, I don't know that I'm going to be able to have that discussion with you. So that's what I'm saying. I can't commit to anything right now at this point. So.
You can't commit to telling me if it like a yes or no if you'll investigate this or not, or?
Right, because that's not my call. I can't tell you that I absolutely need to get back to you. Like I don't have the authority to tell you that I am going to get back to you and let you know the outcome of this. That's way above me. So I'm forwarding your information, and then somebody should contact you.
Okay. I mean, just to be frank with you, I don't think anybody's gonna contact me. I think they're aware of this issue and they're trying to sweep it under the rug. But I'll follow up if I don't hear back. But hopefully you're right. Hopefully I'll hear back from somebody. I'd really appreciate that.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm going to elevate your concern for sure. So that I can tell you I will do.
Yes. All right. Cool.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Make it a blessed day, sir.